Shalom. First of all, most let me give all praise, glory, and the highest honor to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Racha, Kodash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Shalom to the hopeful elect. Okay, with the Hebrew Israelites coming back with another lesson today with the brothers Kamar, Tasayar, Lord willing, Yahweh Tazat is going to be edifying to the hopeful elect of the Hebrew Israelites. So this is going to be a various topics. We're going to go into it through the Spirit. So, bro Kamar, you got it?
Khan, so I want to share with Akim. There's an article that came out yesterday, December 18, 2024, and the source is from RT News, and it reads: California declares emergency over virus outbreak. It says Governor Gavin Newsom announced the proactive move amid the rapid spread of H5N1 bird flu through U.S. dairy cattle herds. And a precept that I want to share is Second Esdras 15:11. But I will bring them with a mighty hand and a stretched out arm, and smite Egypt with plagues as before, and will destroy all the land thereof. So, hey, man, the Lord is plaguing Babylon the Great, starting with these major states, and California is a major state. It's a very demonic state. It's a liberal state, and the Lord is plaguing it. Okay, like He did in the ancient times with Pharaoh, man. The 10 different plagues of Egypt, okay, are now happening in Babylon again.
Yeah, exactly. Bro, Tasayar, can you grab uh, Ezekiel chapter 4, mm, verse 13?
Con. So Ezekiel chapter 4 and verse 13, it reads, And the Lord said, Even thus shall the children of Israel eat their defiled bread among the Gentiles, whither will Salakia, whither I will drive them. So that's the
Yeah,
spirit, because I had that precept in mind as well.
Yeah, speak on it, bro.
Yeah, and that's what it is, obviously, we're here in Babylon. We have to eat, and the bread is defiled. We have to pray over our food, and we understand that what it is. It's poison.
Yeah, that is the key point. What you said, pray over the food because it's not going. Even if you go to these health stores, okay, what's the one called in Babylon? The
you have
one who is
Sprouts and Whole Foods.
yeah, Whole Foods. Yeah, yeah, the one I hear that name very often. And even here in Finland, you have different health stores. Okay, one's name is Life. Okay, for example, there's different these like organic, stores. But then even them, it's still defiled, man. Okay, so you have to choose the best of the worst. Okay, so it doesn't mean that you go to McDonald's, bro. Okay, it's
Yeah.
what Elder Apostle Tahar said in their last indoor camp, that the only time if you see him in McDonald's, he went there to ease himself. Okay, he went there for toilet, and that's funny because like 1 month ago, I actually went to McDonald's for toilet. I didn't buy shit. I just went to the cashier. I said, "What's the code that I can go to the motherfucking toilet?" And she said, "Yeah, this is the code. You can go." Then I'm out, bro. I'm not entertaining my mind. And maybe I should get a Big Mac. Maybe I should get a cheeseburger. No, bro. you know. So you have to choose the best of the worst. But the point being, you have to pray over your food because it's defiled any damn way. Okay. And yes, as Gamar said, these are part of the plagues. Salakia. This is a falling empire. And the scriptures say, maybe your brothers can grab it in Ecclesiastes chapter 1. There is no new thing under the sun. Okay.
I got one more precept that I want to share with Akim, because when you go into the scriptures, man, the Lord promised us a land of milk and honey. Milk's supposed to be healthy, man. We're not supposed to be out there having a lactose intolerance or getting rashes on your skin. So this is Sirach 39:26. The principal things for the whole use of man's life are water, fire, iron, and salt, flour of wheat, honey, and milk, and the blood of the grape, and oil and clothing. All these things are good to the godly. So milk is supposed to be good, man, for our health because it has a compound called calcium, which calcium is very good for your bones. It says all these things are for good to the godly, but to the wicked they are turned into evil, man. So hey, Esau has flipped everything upside down to the point where drinking dairy, eating dairy, drinking milk, man, that's actually unhealthy nowadays because Ezekiel 4 and 13, okay, it was prophesied that we were going to eat our food defiled amongst the heathen, which are the Gentiles.
Yeah, yeah, that's it. Myself, I still drink milk, but again, it's the same. You have to pray over it
Con.
and move on, man. It's not like a sin. It's not like eating like pork or some fucking lobster, but maybe good to again, okay, choose best of the worst. If there is a cheap ass brand which don't care shit about production at all, maybe it's better to invest a couple of more dollars and buy a so-called better brand so that you can stay on the safer side. Okay. Yeah, just
Yeah.
applying wisdom. Yeah.
I got a quick testimony regarding milk. Actually, I stopped drinking milk like 10 years ago. I drink I substituted with almond milk because milk grosses me out. So that goes to show you how defiled it is.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Actually, the best form of milk would be raw milk that directly get from the cow, and then you just drink it. Because now what they do with the milk, there's a process called I don't know how you say it in English, but like pasteurization, uh, uh, pasteurization,
Oh yeah, they call
pasteurized.
it pasteurized milk.
Yeah, pasteurized, which means that they boil it to the fucking high temperatures, and then they lower it again in order for it. They say somehow, you know, for some benefits, okay, but it's actually messing it up because it's an unnatural process, okay, and in that the milk actually loses a lot of its benefits,
Con.
okay, that normally you would receive if you would just drink it, straight coming out of the nipples, okay, of the cow. Okay, this how normally like the bro Gamar read it in Sirach 39. This is what it's speaking about. It's not speaking about that you add some additives, okay, you add some chemicals, and you pasteurize it. No, that milk, which is one of the very important things for a man, okay, for the godly, is raw milk, okay, like natural, literal raw milk from cows that are being well taken care of and nourished well and cared for. Okay.
I got one more precept. This is Genesis 1 and 31. And Yahweh Shemel Shai saw everything that he made, and behold, it was very good. And the evening and the morning were the sixth day. So, man, the Lord already made everything perfect, man. But Esau comes and he's like, nah, I want to make it my way. And his ways are upside down, man. That's why we need Yahweh Shai to deliver us, man, from this kingdom, man, because the Lord already made everything perfect. Okay, so like the brother mentioned, raw milk that's actually already perfect. It's healthy for you, but Esau's already processing it through a pasteurized process to supposedly kill bacteria, but really, man, is depleting the nutrients.
Yeah, exactly. So, bro, Tasayar, you have it in Ecclesiastes chapter 1.
Yeah, Ecclesiastes chapter 1 and verse 9. The thing that hath been, it is that which shall be, and that which is done is that which shall be done, and there is no new thing under the sun. So
Yeah.
just like the Lord plagued Egypt, there's nothing new. Babylon, America's going to be plagued as well, probably twice as hard because they're going to get double the cup.
And this is also, Egypt all over again. Okay, it's Rome all over again, and also Egypt because Revelation 1 or 11 and 8 says, and their dead bodies shall lie in the street of the great city, which is spiritually called Sodom and Egypt. Okay, you see these fucking rainbow flags every damn where. Okay, Sodom and Egypt, where also our Lord was crucified. So Yahweh Shai, he wasn't physically crucified in United States of America, but he has been crucified spiritually by being replaced by this weak ass Cesare Borgia, okay, so-called white Jesus Christ man, okay, okay.
Yeah, because real quick, because Yahweh Shai he represents the milk, and Caesar Borgia represents soy milk.
Yeah, bro, Cesare Borgia, he represents some, you know, it's just some fucking weakness, bro.
So some estrogen.
Yeah, exactly, bro. And the craziest thing is you go to Brazil, you go to the border of Chile and Argentina. What do you see? You see these big statues of Cesare motherfucking Borgia, bro. Okay, you know it's crazy, man. You know, so it's bad. It's bad over here, man. Okay, we need the return of Yahweh Shai. Okay, so you see, just the point being, America is Egypt, like Tasaya said. Okay, it's very wicked place. This America. Okay, the overindulgence, you know, the Epicureanism is at an all-time high, and is gonna receive very heavy plagues and judgments. Okay, more so than Egypt, yes, because these are the Edomites. Okay, these are the people of the continual curse of the Most High, man. Okay, in ancient Egypt, it were those Hamites. Okay, those that you today see in Sudan. Okay, those very dark skinned, very tall, like you know the basketball player Manute Bol, you know Bol, his son. Those are and maybe they are Jakes. Okay, because they could play, but they represent that archetype of the ancient Egyptians, man. Okay,
Khan.
yeah. So hey, we should go to the other topic, man. Okay, this is from the community post of the brother Azan Ha Ahmad Ba. Okay, and I'm gonna show you real quick.
Khan.
So I don't know if you could read the text, but it says Jamaica makes first move towards removing King Charles as head of state. Okay, so these Benjamin Knights, they pretty much fed up with it, man. So they fed up with the white oppression, the white rulership. Okay, so brothers, if you can grab Proverbs 29 and 2 and Second Esther chapter 15 and 16.
I can grab Proverbs 29 and 2.
Yeah.
What was the other one, Arakia?
Second Esther chapter 15 verse 16.
Khan, I got it right here.
Yeah, I also have Proverbs.
Got it.
So I guess I'll go first. Proverbs 29 and 2. When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice, but when the wicked beareth rule, the people mourn.
Yeah, speak on it.
So that goes to show, especially here in Babylon, people are barely making ends meet. People can't afford to survive anymore because inflation's so high. Everybody's like in misery, you know? And that's because the wicked are in rulership.
Yeah, exactly, man. And you see the the people in Slovakia, in Jamaica, okay, they want change because they are not happy. Okay, if they would be happy, why would they want a change, man? Okay, and you know the Commonwealth, okay, that has the same person as their head, okay, and currently is King Charles as their monarch, as their king, okay. So let me just read the list, man, real quick. Okay, so these include Antigua and Barbuda, Australia, Bahamas, Belize, Canada, Grenada, Jamaica, New Zealand, Papua New Guinea, Saint Kitts and Nevis, Saint Lucia, okay, Saint Vincent and the Grenadines, Solomon Islands, Tuvalu, United Kingdom. So you're like, damn, okay. There's many islands of the Caribbean, which you have this cracker King Charles, the reigning sovereign of each of the Commonwealth realms, and the Jamaicans, the Benjamins are saying like, man, what the fuck, man? Okay, we don't want to regard our kings and princes, bro, as it said in Second Esdras, bro Gamar. Bro Gamar, can you hear?
Yeah, Khan, can you hear me now?
Can you read Babusha Second Esdras?
Khan, Second Ezra 15 and verse 16. For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They should not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power.
You see, right now, Esau is losing his power. The so-called self-proclaimed white man is losing his grip as rulers of this world. It's a continual process, it's a gradual process. But now you just see more and more events of that. You see, okay, the BRICS nations, okay, roaring. Of course, you have Russians, which are mostly Edomites, but you have the other nations, okay, the heat, and you have China, okay, what you have Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa, okay, which are going against America, and the so-called Western leadership, okay, the G7 nations, okay, which the G7 nations, if you look up the list, they are all Edomite countries, and then you have Japan, okay, then you have Ammonites up in there, but that is like the Western world, man. So that rulership, man, if you cannot see it, that is at its fucking end, I don't know what to tell you, man. Okay, if you even look at the finances, bro, China has surpassed the US with purchase power, man. Okay, so that holy hegemony, okay, that American superiority, okay, being that one power, okay, is coming to an end, man. Okay, it's coming to an end. Okay, basically it's already done. Now we're just waiting for this whole system to fucking collapse, man.
I got a quick precept concerning how the Lord, He's actually the one in control. He's the one putting the spirit on Benjamin, okay, which is the so-called Jamaicans and the Caribbean islands to overthrow the government. This is Daniel 2 and 21. The Most High changes the times and the seasons. He removes kings and setteth up kings. He giveth wisdom unto the wise and knowledge to them that know understanding. And the reason why the Most High is removing these wicked Edomites, that's because here in
Bro, Gamar, can you hear?
Can you hear me now?
Can it? Your sound froze.
Damn again.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I was saying, Akim, hey, the Most High is the one that puts the spirit on Jake, man. Because the reason the Most High is removing Esau from power is because of his unrighteous dealings, injuries, and riches got by deceit, man. John 10 and 10, the thief coming not but for to steal and destroy. That's the reason why the Most High is casting down Esau's power structure.
That's a very good scripture that you quoted as well. Sirach chapter 10, verse 8. Because of unrighteous dealings, injuries, and riches got by deceit, the kingdom is translated from one people to another. Because we are right now at this point of translation. Okay. And we are excited about it, man. Okay. Very excited, bro. So now we're just waiting, how they're gonna make make it play out when DJ Trump gets into office, man. How everything's gonna play out, because he wanna try to, still push that, American superiority.
Mm.
Okay, but it's gonna clash with the goals of the other countries, and it's gonna stir up that, third world war, man. Okay, and you see how the so-called white man, the wild man, the Edomites, how they got the power, man. Okay, it's something powerful that the elders mentioned in GMS UK, one of their street teaching, that, bro, look, wherever the so-called white man, okay, the wild man, they wherever they went, they never worked in harmony with the local people. Okay, just look at the Native Americans. Okay, just look at, the islands, bro. Okay, like Dominican Republic and so on and so forth. Okay, wherever they went, they always just worked in order to, destroy in one way or another the local people, benefit as much from them, and put them, under. Okay, put them down. So this is their track record, man.
God. Yeah, man. Esau's reputation is his records indicate that he's a devil, man, and he gotta go, man. He's the reason why everybody's mourning. He's the reason why the food is defiled, the air is polluted. So he gotta go into captivity, man.
Yeah, that's it, man. That's why in the kingdom, the other nations, even though they're in slavery, still they cannot help but enjoy of the fresh air. Okay, the fresh and beautiful scenario all over the place, man. Okay, just the dimension is gonna be totally different, man. Okay,
God.
yeah, man. Yeah, man. So the brothers still got anything?
Allah, bro. I already got all the precepts I had on the deck right here.
Come, bro. So let me close it out. So, hey, we want to give all praise, glory, and the highest honor to Yahweh, Bahasham,
Yahweh.
Yahawashi, Bahasham, HaKadosh. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, and Shalom, the hopeful elect. Shalom.
Shalom.
Shalom.